Something about you isn't right. I swear you can make me lose my mind. Lying here awake.
Welcome back into the studio for the mixed media deck build. To learn more about the deck build, please click on the description box below. So our prompts this week are button, brayer, and mica spray, and as per usual I have pulled out my bits basket and I am going to start to collage down on the back of this card.
Whenever you feel down, I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't depend on you now. I can't rely on you. Why is everything so problematic? Why are you acting so neglected? It feels so cold and unaffected. Swear to God that I don't want this. No. Something about you isn't right. Swear you can make me lose my mind. Lying here awake at night. If this is love, then I don't want it. I can't be the one you keep running to whenever you feel down. I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you.
This is like almost like a piece of cardstock, but it's even thicker than that. It's almost like homemade paper. I'm not quite sure where I found it, but because it is heavier, I am going to apply some of that matte medium gel to the back of it and then adhere it to the card in hopes that it will stick better. It seems to be pretty absorptive, so
Well, maybe it was fate. those little moments, the bus you didn't catch, me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments, all let me you, only got you by. All those little moments. All those little moments. Something about you isn't right. I swear you can make me lose my mind. Lying here awake at night. If this is love, then I don't want it. Why you gotta be so complicated? I'm sick and tired of contemplating. I don't wanna be here waiting. If this is love, then I don't want it. I can't be the one you keep running to whenever you feel down. I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't depend on you now. I can't rely on you. Why is everything so problematic? Why are you acting so neglected? It feels so cold and unaffected.
Now that this is good and dry and I've trimmed it down, I'm going to come in with some white gesso and my brayer and go over that. And the neat thing is that really thick piece of paper had some indentations into it, like something stamped down into it, almost like an embossing, a reverse embossing. And it really pops out and gives us, it's really bold on there, so it's kind of neat.
Will always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't depend on you now. I can't rely.
And now that I got that good and dry, I am going to come in with some of the Lindy's Seagrass Green. Now these are a mica spray. They have the shimmer to them. And I'm going to pretty much saturate that card and then get that dry as well. And then I'm going to get that dried down and I'm going to come in with my button and see how I want to apply this to the front of the card. Because of that really thick paper, it's going to be a challenge to sew through it. So those are things I need to think about when I'm getting ready to apply this.
Well, maybe it was fate when you walked in the door. I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy.
For my button selection, I have chosen one of my ceramic buttons that I made quite a while ago. And I am just going to take some scrap thread in greens and browns and push it through the holes to make it look as though it has been stitched. I'm going to tie that off and then kind of trim it down a bit because it's kind of a hot mess, and go from there.
Well, maybe it was fate or a part of his plan.
I didn't get that glue down because I felt like I needed to figure out my words next. So I do pull out my free word printables by Designs HG, and I have them in a specific tin. And I'm going to look through these to try and find the words that should go on the front of this card. Now, one of the reasons I chose these is because some of her words are on this gray type of background, and I thought that would go really well with that color of that Lindy's that I sprayed on earlier. Once I've made that selection, I am going to take a brush pen, it's just a black brush pen, and go around the edges and get a real nice fine line around the edge in black. And then a little fight with my brayer glue, trying to get it unclogged and get those words down.
Why you gotta be so complicated? I'm sick and tired of contemplating. I don't wanna be here waiting. If this is love, then I don't want it. I can't be the one you keep running to whenever you feel down. I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't depend on you now. I can't rely on you. Why is everything so problematic? Why are you acting so neglected? It feels so cold and unaffected. Swear to God that I don't want this. No. Something about you isn't right. Swear you can make me lose my mind. Lying here awake at night. If this is love, then I don't want it. I can't be the one you keep running to whenever you feel down. I can't be that someone who'll always be there when something's wrong. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't rely on you now. I can't rely on you anymore. I can't depend on you now. I can't rely.
And I'm going to use the Fabri-Tac to glue this down. In hindsight, that may not have been the best choice. Possibly going with an E6000 may have been better because that's a pretty heavy ceramic button. However, I did use the the Fabri-Tac. It is still on there, so that's good. And that's going to call it done. Thank you so much for coming along for this real-time video series.